perfect story.
It's perfect.
I've never felt so guilty.
This is insane. I know. I feel bad. Okay.
He can't feel bad though. It's his choice.
Here's what happened. If you've listened to the show, you know that we're not all keen on religion. We don't really believe in it or tolerate it. We're not very tolerant people when it comes to that. And what happened was we go to the bar, all three of us, and we're sitting there. And then we see this guy. We went to high school with him a while ago. And he comes up to us. And we're like, hey, what's going on? What's going on? We start conversating.
Jesus, what's up?
Our conversation goes into like, you know, kind of like the show. We show our true colors. We start making jokes about things that most people would find incredibly offensive. And then he turns over to me and he looks at me and he's not laughing. We're all joking around about this horrific shit, laughing our asses off.
Because we're having fun.
It was the four of us and Brandon, right?
I think, yeah, Brandon was there.
Yeah.
I like to pretend Brandon wasn't there though.
We all do.
Wherever we are.
Sorry, I had to take a sip of my drink.
It was close to your face, so it didn't waste too much time.
I like to keep it just right here.
You look so sophisticated.
I know. I was
Thank you.
on the radio.
It's I think it's my crystal glasses.
Just go on with the story, bro.
Okay, anyway, so he turns to me and he says, have you read this book? And he pulls out of his pocket and puts it on the table, the Holy Bible.
King James edition.
We start laughing.
It was so gay.
And we did not realize that
He's
this
100% serious.
Yeah. We thought okay.
We thought like maybe
funny.
like a bum gave it to him.
Who
like it was
carries
a joke.
around the fucking Bible in their pocket nowadays? Who does that? Unless you own a hotel. Because they have to provide the Holy Bible for some reason. I don't get that
I like
either.
my Quran.
Anyway, so he looked at me dead seriously and he's like, do you ever talk to Jesus? I'm like, no. And we start realizing slowly that this guy is serious. He's dead serious. Since high school, apparently, he's incredibly religious.
He's incredible. He's a superhero now.
I hate that.
It just starts going downhill from there because he kept going with it.
Stop.
I'm trying to ignore him. I'm trying to be polite.
Yeah, we were like, all right, man, well, we'll see you later. And then he kept going with it.
He kept going with it. And we start like, okay.
He wants
to have this argument.
To bring us back in, he bought us a stutid round of shit shots. They were so
I
bad.
know.
And he's like, dude,
there were shots
I
like
bought
holy
some
water.
shots for everybody. He's like, I bought some shots for everybody.
Holy water.
Because we're obviously getting agitated, like we wanted to go.
Yeah.
Greg's like, we're going to go to the other bar.
I'm Jewish, so
He's
I'm
like,
trying to avoid telling him at all costs.
Yeah. Let me get you guys some shots. So he gets us the shittiest shots. I don't even know what the fuck they were.
They were like really clear, but they weren't like vodka or anything. Like they were really bad.
I think it was just holy water.
Yeah, that was just holy water.
We took a shot and we started burning from the inside out. He was like Constantine. He wrapped this towel around his fist and then lit it on fire. And then all of us turned into demons. And we all like disappeared.
It was a scary moment.
It was terrifying.
I don't remember where I went.
I don't know what happened. Yeah, I woke up in my bed.
Tell him what happens
7
next.
years later.
Tell him what happens next.
Okay, so we're like, okay, he's gonna have this argument with us. Let's do this. So we start pointing out all the fucking logical flaws within the Bible, all the hypocrisy, all this shit. And he's like one of those people, like when something good happens, oh, it's a miracle. When something bad happens, oh, it's got to be the devil. Yeah, got to be the devil. And we start doing that for a while. And he's like, Jesus will protect you from anything. From anything. And I'm like, okay, yeah, right. Okay, run right into the street then.
Except for having
prove it to me. Run right into the street.
And he was hesitant at first.
He's like, well, and I don't know. Well, hang on. He's like, okay, I will. And we're like, no. We thought he was joking. We're like, don't do it. Don't do it. And he's like, no, you know what? I'm going to prove it to you. I'm going to make you guys believers. If I can run through the middle of the street, and this bar is right by
very trafficky street. It was snowing, so it was like bad weather.
And
inclement weather.
So we finish it. We
bad running through the road weather.
Yes. We can't convince him otherwise at this point because he thinks he's going to save our soul.
I actually regretted.
No, the whole time I'm like, fucking do it. I don't even care. Like I never.
I regretted.
I never liked the kid
We
growing
should
up.
not talk shit about
I never
Jesus
liked
anymore.
him. And I'm just like, dude, I don't fucking
just
care.
got burnt.
You guys are like, dude, you can't let him. I'm like, no, just fucking let him. I don't even care right now.
I know.
I was a little drunk.
I'm like, okay, let's fucking do it. Let's watch this. So we finish our drinks. We go outside, and there's a stop. It's at an intersection, and we walk down a little bit. So we're like in the middle between lights and stuff like that. And then there's traffic fucking flying through and shit. And I'm like, okay, you have to go when, you know, the cars are actually moving. You can't just like, you know, walk through. So, and at this point, I still didn't think he was going to fucking
There's
do
no way
it.
in hell I didn't. I thought he was doing it.
So cars are fucking flying by, and he does one of those little cross things over his body, and he gets in this like lunging like run position, like he's in the Olympics. And
I thought he was gonna walk. That was the first.
He whispers, Jesus, take the wheel.
And we're all standing there, and it starts to get like, I really thought he was going to back out. We all did, until he gets into this running position, and cars are fucking
Like a Kenyan. He got down
flying by. And then he kind of closes his eyes, and then he opens them and books it. And he books it.
I almost shit myself.
He made it one lane.
I can't believe we're laughing about
I can't believe he made it one lane. There's cars flying, even in the first lane. He runs. He barely gets his...
When he made it past that one lane, I thought Jesus was real. I'm like, oh my God, this guy's right.
His foot almost gets ran over in the first lane by the back tire, but he like times it correctly where he kind of shifts. He jukes.
I think he was
jukes sideways.
I think he was so amazed by missing the first lane.
He got confidence as he was doing it.
Oh, this is a breeze.
This is easy. Jesus is real. Thank God.
Oh, God.
Praise Jesus. So he's all confident after this first lane. He books it, and there's no cars at this, from his point of view, there's no cars in the second lane. Little did he know that about maybe 5 feet away from him was a car coming so fucking fast.
I thought it was a small.
You hear some squeals. You hear about 2 seconds of squeals.
You hear boom! He gets hit, gets flipped over onto the windshield. The windshield breaks, and he goes,
Stop laughing.
I know. I just think it's so ridiculous.
So stupid.
Who does that happen to going to the bar?
Who does this?
Oh, man.
I knew those people existed, those crazy Jesus freaks.
But the
I
thing
never
was
thought
is-
I would run into them and convince them to do
Well,
this.
we found out later that he only broke his arm, which is
Unreal. Fucking unreal. He only broke his arm. The car like just fucking tries to stop. He gets hit, and it just flips it. Like he hit his knee first.
I don't know how he didn't break
He
his
does have-
leg.
Yeah, how do your
I
legs
don't know.
not break? He
Concussion
like got
or-
clipped and rolled up.
His legs looked like noodle noodles. It gets clipped. He fucking rolls over onto the windshield, and then like the car stops, and the inertia, when it stops completely, he goes rolling off the hood.
How did he not get a concussion?
None of us stayed to see the aftermath. We all ran right back into the bar.
All of us at once go, holy shit! Oh my God! I thought he was dead. I really thought he was dead.
I was gone. I was like, I don't want to be part of
He
this.
fucking deserved it.
He did.
He does.
As much as I
He fucking ran into traffic. Needless to say, okay, we run back
It was
into
a
the
good
bar.
example of the Big Bang Theory.
We're laughing. We're giggling, but we're trying to keep a straight face because at this point,
I do not want to
we
be
just
interviewed by
witnessed.
Yeah, I don't want the cops to be like, you convinced him to run into the road.
I was drunk. Like, there's no way I'm talking to cops right now.
We at this point we think we witnessed somebody dying.
I mean, we
right
completely took advantage of his faith.
So
So tried to kill him with it. We completely took advantage of his beliefs.
I know.
You use God as a weapon.
Yeah, we really did.
Yeah,
That is real.
as long as he's a weapon.
Yeah.
Oh God. So we like, first of all, we start running and we're like, okay, no, walk. We got to look casual. We cannot get caught. We can't be interviewed.
I
or
have never
anything
been
like
so
that.
scared in my life.
So we start walking, and we walk around the corner to like the side street where all the bars are, kind of, and we walk into the bar, and as soon as we get in, we start looking at each other, and we start breaking out into laughter.
It's terrible.
It's terrible, but it's like we're in shock.
What do you want us to do?
We cannot believe that this just happened. We sit down, buy a beer. And we're all just kind of quiet and then looking up at each other and giggling.
We drank it
I pulled
fast
out
so
my
when we
bucket
went back to
list.
your house. Like, we weren't fucking around with
Yeah.
this.
I pulled out my bucket list and crossed out number 1.
We didn't want to run
No.
and go straight to our house. We wanted to look casual, you know, so we go in and have another beer. And we just start, like, getting giggle
There's
fits.
cops and
And everyone's going crazy. Oh, my
There's
God.
people outside looking at them, and we're just like, I have nothing to do.
Somebody comes in
What happened?
after about a half hour of us drinking this beer and says, somebody just got fucking hit by a car right outside. So people start filtering out of the bar that we're in to go see this. We finish our beer. We go out to take a peek.
He was standing.
I couldn't fucking believe my eyes. He's sitting there talking to EMS. He's talking to the cops.
What do you think he told them?
He can't. Well, I actually feel pretty confident that nothing's going to happen to us. Because first of all, he's not going to say
Well, he
shit
did
to
it
the cops.
himself. He tried to kill himself.
Yeah.
Well, the thing is, too, he didn't rat us out, which I'll give him a little bit of credit for even, like, being around.
I don't even think it has to do with ratting us out.
He was his choice.
He's
He's
cops that 4 guys were challenging my fate, and I had to prove a point.
True.
That he doesn't exist.
There's a lot of crazy people.
The whole thing that I hope is learned from this whole ordeal is that he shouldn't believe in Jesus.
At least, I mean, you can believe in Jesus, but don't believe he's going to protect you.
Can I
from
tell you
cars.
Can I tell you what I would do if someone was telling me this story?
What's that?
I'd get politely back into my police cruiser and finish what that other driver couldn't do.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm like, you're obviously insane and you need to be locked up immediately.
You need to be dead.
You know what his excuse is going to be, though? The devil.
Mm-hmm.
The devil
took
must
over
have been
that
driving the car.
Oh.
I wish the car that hit him, like the guy, we didn't stay to see the guy get out of the car.
I hope it was a hit and run.
I wish that he was just wearing a black suit with like a red tie and looked like a businessman and carried around a briefcase.
He's going to say? He's going to say, the devil broke my arm, but Jesus kept me alive. That's what he's going to say.
That's exactly what he's going to say.
Jesus revived him. Jesus took the wheel.
God. That was pretty fucking insane.
That's probably the best thing we've ever done.
How did he not get a concussion? Like that, of all the things.
Stop like making it seem like something amazing happened and Jesus really helped him. Because
No, I don't.
He got lucky.
He got real lucky.
Maybe this has nothing to do with God or religion, but more having to do with our influence on idiots.
Yeah.
Or the automotive industry's really great front end bumper.
Maybe.
Yeah. He owes it all to humans.
That's all logic. That's the most logical stuff.
Is
right
it the
there.
automotive industry is building fantastic automobiles?
Thanks, car.
That should be a new selling point for Ford.
Yeah.
Hit somebody, hit him with our car.
They interview him. He's going to be in the new Allstate commercial. They're going to get rid of
Dennis Haysbert.
Dennis Haysbert. Yeah. I believe in Jesus, and Jesus nowadays, in my mind,
That's where Allstate
is the front
stands.
bumper.
You know what this made me think
these
of?
cars.
Is if I ever went crazy and I was going to kill people, the way I would do it is put sticky, like, double-ended tape all over my car and run over as many people as I can and try to get as many people stuck to my car as possible.
And then?
Oh, no, I would just keep driving.
Oh, okay.
Driving until I got stopped.
And then you have a giant stamp that every time you hit somebody, you stamp the side of your car like the old cartoons.
I just go to the mall with like a Uzi and just spin in circles.
No, every time I hit somebody, I'd cut into my arm for a different slash and then count up the numbers.
Cut yourself.
Yeah. 1, 2.
Oh,
That'd be my craziness.
fucking insane. By the way, you can call in tonight. We want to hear from you.